I'm gonna fucking lose it, man. Fucking stupid. Ben, tell the camera all about Mount Panama. Panama. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, shout out Sam Fennick.
He's from Panama, isn't he?
I heard some bastard talking shit to me in the comments the other day. No, it wasn't the comments. Darren Fowke said that I need to get fucking sacked and he's going to replace me, so this is what I say to you, buddy. No, look.
Now you're probably wondering where we are today. Well, we're out at Bathurst, usually famous for its V8 supercars and its gold panning. However, it has quite an intricate football history, so I'll quickly run you through it. This is Andrew Detrey, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds in Australian football. He sadly passed away a few years ago, God rest his soul, but he started the Soccer World magazine, which before social media kept everyone up to date on what was happening in the footballing world across the country. Now this is Bathurst 75, and they produced 3 Socceroos, Nathan Burns, Ryan Grant and Archie Thompson. And beyond that, not necessarily home to Bathurst, but in this region of Western New South Wales, Ellie Carpenter and Claire Hunt both called home growing up. So there's a lot of footballing history out here.
Line up for today. Everyone, welcome back Jack Hunter, the twin of Tom Hunter. Well done. What would end up being his goalkeeper replacement starts in centre-back with his twin brother. We've got Ollie Freeman centre-back, Ben Sneesby at left-back, Peter Kletnikoff right-back. Me in the middle with Josh Schmidt and Bison Berry in front of me. Ben Corn, Zach Comfort and Jimmy Jam. And then we got Faz, Vuj, Joe and Braden on the bench. Am I missing? Oh, Lobinho. Lob, you come straight in that midfield, all right? Everyone, welcome back, Lob.
Yeah, Yay!
Yeah. Hey, listen up as well. This isn't Penrith. We're not versing Amy Plains. This is fucking Bathurst, right? Yeah. Let's not be afraid to get back to Sunday League roots. Sam Fennick isn't here. We can get away with it, all right? Ben Corn, can you lead the 3-2-1?
Let's be fucking scrappy boys, eh? Yeah,
let's get clean up them second balls.
Kicks off. Don't run, everyone in.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, Benny, that's enough from you. Welcome back to Blacks and Redbacks and welcome back to Sunday League. Today we're out at Bathurst, 2 hours west of Blacks and Redbacks, and I'm asking you to subscribe early on because if you watched the full 90 minutes today, you'd probably be pretty disappointed in us. But beyond that, we're playing 3 games, half an hour each, so still a total of 90 minutes of football today. Our first game is against Lithgow Workers, the second game is against Abercrombie FC, and the third game is against CSU, Charles Sturt University, who hosted this football tournament today. And a big shout out to Charlie for organising this. Now we're going to move on in the game, and the pitch, I may not look at it, it looks quite good on screen, but it was very thick, it was very dense, and it had rained earlier, so the ball was very slow, and we just started off very shit. But you know who never starts off shit? This man at the back, Turbo. What a tackle that is. And he's going to send the ball over the top, and the referee falls into a bit of peer pressure from the Lithgow Workers, and I don't blame him, man. Lithgow's a rough town. You ever driven through it, you'll know what I'm saying. They pick the ball up in midfield here, and they're looking to move through. I come through with a slide tackle, as you can see, just sliding along the ground there in the wet, and there'll be a fair few more of them today. Now they get a ball into the box. Ollie's going to clear it, and it's about to go out. It's dropping. Oh, foul. No, I'm not going to get there. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to let my man know I'm here. As you can see, number 11, he's about to receive the ball. Watch closely. Here he is. He's on the byline, and I come through. Bang. There you go. And it wasn't called a foul. It was actually called a handball on him, and he wasn't very impressed, and that's going to come back to haunt me later when I get benched. Now, they're playing the ball through the middle here, and once again, another slide tackle. We're out west. You've got to let people know what's going on. For those unfamiliar with, New South Wales and Australia, they breed them different out here in rural and outback Australia. We classify this as rural, but they're very different out here. They're tough as nails. Now, this is Sneeze just putting the ball across the goal. Very interesting. Ollie's going to take a touch. Goalkeeper Ollie playing centre-back. And I don't know what exactly happens here. Ollie's the one in possession and somehow gets called a penalty. I think because he lifts his elbow and shoves the fella off. You can see there on the replay. Let me know what you think of that. Is that a penalty? I'm not sure. But Lithgow have the opportunity to go 1-0 up, and they take so very well. Very well. Lithgow 1-0 up. Blacks and Redbacks on the back foot. Are we shocked? No, it's quite the usual standard here. We really need to learn how to start football games because it's something we truly struggle with. Now, Gerbo, Jack Hunter, Turbo's twin brother in the goals today. Our goalkeeper from 2021. And my God, can that man make a save? And I mentioned earlier, Bathurst 75. Well, that's the club Jack Hunter applies his trade for currently. That just shows his level of talent. Now, my straight pass is going to lead to them scoring. No, it's not. He scuffed his line. He looks like Torres against United. You can't be doing that, man. You got to put those in the back of the net. Now, Ben Corn's going to give away a foul here. I've been benched at this point, and we're going to revisit number 11. Look at this from range. I'm going to let the Payet commentary take over from here.
Here comes Payet. Oh, my word!
Seriously, what a goal. I actually have nothing more to say, and you'll see here as the camera pans to myself, I was stunned. I actually was stunned. I didn't know what to say. It's one of the greatest free kicks I've ever seen in my time. I just want to revisit these comments from last week as well. Thank you so much for the support on the invitational video. A lot of cool ideas in the comments and a lot of overwhelming support, so I can't thank you guys enough. We are looking to run it back later this year. However, we do not want to collide with the NRL and AFL Grand Final, and we also don't want to collide with the launch of the National Second Division, which we'll be doing a lot of content around this year as well. So worst comes to worst, we'll be running it back in March next year, but hopefully we'll have an event for you in late September, early October. Now, Comfort's going to get an opportunity on the edge of the box here. Unfortunately, can't take it. Now, Turbo's twin brother, Gerbo, lives in Bathurst, so you can tell he comes out here a fair bit. He knows what to do. He knows to get a leg in and really make himself known, and what a tackle that is. Now, I'm going to get the ball here. I'm going to find my fullback, and we're going to try and play out. You know, the Blacks and Redbacks, we're not really known for settling, and I'm trying to change that dynamic here. And you know what? I'm going to find my other fullback. I'm going to go coast to coast, fullback to fullback, prime Real Madrid. I'm Sammy Khedira. Yeah, Streets won't forget him. Sneed's going to cut on the inside, give me the ball back, and this fella just leaves one on me and stops any sort of little momentum or possession we had. Very smart. We need to do that more at Redbacks. They get a ball into the box here. Lobinho, who was part of our 2021 team with Rooney in goal, a.k.a. Gerbo. Gerbo and Rooney are the same person for those listening. And yeah, Lob's back in the team, and Sneeze almost gives away a goal, but he cleans up his mistakes, and well done to Sneeze. Now they're going to get a corner off that mistake, and they're going to put it straight along the carpet. Falls to the edge of the box, and welcome back, Gerbo. Seriously, what a save. When I talk about shot stopping, I mentioned Gianluigi Buffon, I mentioned David De Gea, and I mentioned Gerbo, a.k.a. Rooney. What a footballer he is. And we're going to break away here. Comfort by himself. There's only one man in support, and it's the B-Tech Hancock, Braden Wells, both red-headed by nature, and unfortunately just can't find the back of the net. His red-headed brother Hancock probably would have, but he's on debut, so I don't blame him. And that's full-time in the first game against Lithgow Workers.
Evan,
Hammy?
Me? Yeah, my Hammy's not.
Bit of tension in the team, eh? Bit of tension in the team, but we're heading to the shed. Now, this up. What I asked for in this next game is improvement. Pitch was shit, ref gave us off game, here's what it is, set the standards for the game. We got it. Let's all give a round of applause to Jack Hunter and Bob. Round of applause to Hancock B-Tech. Where you play? Alright, starting lineup, Ollie in goal. Then we'll go Turbs and Joe at centre back. We'll just start with Pete and Sneeze at fullbacks. We'll go Byes and Ben Corn on the wing with Comfort up the front. And then we'll go myself, Jimmy Jam, and who else wants to hop in the middle? Swin, do you want to hop in the middle? And then we'll stick with the bench. Boys, rolling subs, please. Jimmy, you're in the middle, alright? Don't let me down. Don't get in the gym.
Are we up again already?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm going to get... Into the second game of the day we go, and we're up against Abercrombie FC, and we'll tell it early on, hey, you boys really need to have a crack in this one. So, you know, if you were disappointed in our performance in the first game, well, you're about to get a masterclass on what to do in football, or should I say, what not to do in football. They get the ball early on here, and they're just going to make one simple pass down the line, and that's enough to break us open. And their right winger just charges in on goal. And look, it's a great goal. What can I say? Well done. Great finish. Near post, up and high. And Abercrombie are 1-0 up early on in the piece, and I thought, you know what? I've got to have a crack. The one thing about me with Bathurst is my sister went to uni out here, so every few months I'd come out and visit, and I realised at the age of 10 that you really, you know, these people, they're tough as nails. So here's me going in for 2 slide tackles in a row, win the ball back, give it to Bisenberry, because he, you know, he can make things happen, and as you can see there, 2 nutmegs in a row. He's going to find Jimmy Jam. Speaking of making things happen, Jimmy Jam's no stranger to that. He gets the ball out to the right, the ball's going to fall to Schmidt, and I'm making my way into the box. Unfortunately, I'm not the most elastic of people, you know, so it's just going to hit my knee and go out for a goal kick. But I had a crack, and as you can see, Comfort's quite disappointed in me there. Sorry, Comf, to let you down. Sneeze comes rushing out of fullback here, and Abercrombie are going to break away down on that right side again. They know what to do. They've identified where we went wrong last game on this left-hand side, and And what can I say? They're eating the fruits of their labours. They're about to go 2-0 up early on in the game. And if you were to talk about the fruits they're eating, I'd probably say it's mango or watermelon on a very hot Australian summer's day. Or maybe, you know, in a heat wave, they've got a mango at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That's what they're eating right now. They're 2-0 up early on against Blaxland Redbacks, and it's all on camera. They're loving it. Now, Comfort's gone a crossfield ball here. Very interesting decision to make when Turbo was free. That's what I mean. I feel like we're just not communicating enough in here, and you'll see. I think Blaxland Redbacks, we have a fair bit of work to do this season, but this man right here, I can't give him enough credit for how he deals with this situation. This is Virginio. It's 2-on-1 at the back there. Of course, Ollie not accounted for. And he does well to stuff up that Sweaty, so he has to dink it. And the fella gets another chance here. I come across, and there's a fair few of us back. As you'll see, Pete on the line there. A fair few soldiers back in time. But well done to Virginio and Ollie there for not making it 3-0 early on. I can't commend you enough for your efforts on that play. Now, Ollie's going to get the ball off the goal kick here. And what's going to happen is they're going to win the ball in the middle. As you can see, none of us are moving. None of us. There's not one person that was moving. Their striker gets the ball. We don't rush out to him. And it's a great hit. It seriously is. What a strike that is. I'm not mad at this one. I'm just mad that we're not moving in the midfield off this goal kick. That's what I'm mad at. But I have nothing to say about a strike like this. Like, that's always going in, no matter who you are or where you're from. So that hit the roof of the net. What a goal that is. And well done to the Abercrombie striker. And we're 3-0 down. You know, it's about time Redback's got to show some fight here. You know what? We got to dig in. We got to dig in. We've got ultras that watch us every week, and we've got people that even come to our games. And this is what we're dishing out. As you can see here, we're going to break away. Ben Corn, a little turn on the inside. That reminds me of prime Paul Pogba. Oh, Comfort's going to get the ball here. Who's he looking for? Well, he's actually going to look for Bisenberry. Speaking of fruit earlier, yeah, there's Bisenberry on the chase. And here comes Kumquat. Oh, my favourite citrus having a crack from inside his own half. It's quite the theme. Now, speaking of Kumquat, we're going to let the raw audio of this one play out in due time. I'm going to pick the ball up in midfield here, and here's Braden at left back on debut. Bear in mind, he's on debut. There's Comfort number 4 at the bottom of the screen, a.k.a. Kumquat. And yeah, here's me making a run and a shocking pass or a shocking attempt. And let's hear from Comfort.
Drive, beat it. I'm going to lose my shit in a minute, eh? Yeah, it's not easy. Fuck me, Dad. Oh, come on. I'm going to fucking lose it, man.
You know, I don't mind when the boys get angry and they say stuff this and stuff that. But you got to channel that energy and it makes something special happen. And I think Kumquat's got that potential. I know he's got that potential. That's why I re-signed him after he's done the double Luis Figo. Look at him run here. And he's slipping. And look at that for a left shot, weak foot peg. What a cracker goal that is. And unfortunately, we're still 3-0 down. Not that it would have made much of a difference, but it would have been something to cheer about. Now, continuing on with the Comfort commentary, I want you to watch something very closely. This is centre-back Turbo. He turns the striker inside out, upside down. He has no idea which way up is. Turbo's going to make his way into the midfield. And this fella, they all follow him. He beats 1, he beats 2, he beats 3. Oh, where's the 4th? He's coming. Yeah, he beats the 4th. He's going to find Comfort. There's a fella down in the background. Comfort's got his head down dribbling. He's going to act like a good Samaritan.
Was this guy right? Oh, no. I didn't even fucking see him either.
Comfort had no idea he was down until he dribbled into him. I will hear no different. Comfort will act like he did. He had no idea. He put his head down over the wall and went go, go, go. And he only stopped when he literally dribbled into a fella on the ground. But that's got to be top 10 fair play moments in my books. That's top 10 fair play moments of the 2025 Sunday League season. This fella's going to hobble off. Well wishes to you. I hope it wasn't a serious injury, brother. A few beers later, of course. Now, Braden on debut is going to find Faz in the middle, who's also on debut for Redbacks. Well done to Faz. Bisenberry finds myself. And talk about Quaresma. Look at that Travella into Schmidt. And Schmidt, what's he going to do? Oh, great save. Great save. Schmidt, once again, another chance of glory. Unfortunately, just wide. And it's still 3-0. I'm going to get the ball here. And people say I'm not ambidextrous, but look at that for a left foot peg. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm going to find Comfort. But this fella, what a tackle this is. I had to leave that in. So that makes it 5 goals conceded in 60 minutes, meaning an average of a goal conceded every 12 minutes of football. Well done to Redbacks. Into the next game we go. Anyone want a beer?
No one deserves a beer after that.
Games we play, right? We are just shit sometimes. Ben, off your phone. The skill I can deal with, because I know we're not all footballers. I'm well aware. I'm hardly one of that. Fucking far from it, right? But all I ask for is fucking effort. I'm there every training. I'm there for anything you ever need in related to this stuff, right? All I ask for is effort. That's all I asked for in this last game against Charles Sturt themselves. We've yet to score a goal, and we've leaked, I think, 6 or 7. All I ask for is effort in making sure that we get a win on the board, right? That's all I ask for. Or, at a minimum, we keep a clean sheet.
in 30 minutes of football. It's not that hard. So, two things. I know the pitch is shit. I'm well aware it's shit. When you're on the ball, please, let's not shit ourselves.
I joined this team more than 30 minutes ago.
Let him speak.
Aside from effort, it's stop fucking panicking. Everyone takes a touch, and all I've seen is us kick it fucking long. Take a touch, look for a man, and play it. It's that fucking simple.
I'm going in goals.
Is your toe broken?
Alright, listen. 4-4-2. 4-4-2. Ben and Comfort up front. Then in the midfield, we'll go Ollie Freen. He's okay in the central midfield with Alright, and then wide we'll go Byes and Schmidt, and then did I say you yet?
4.
Should I?
Have Jimmy in goal.
Should I?
What are you doing goal?
Fuck no, I was in goals for fucking UBF.
Alright.
Into the easiest goal.
And how'd that go for you, Jim?
Not good.
Back line.
Never again, bro.
Version Jimmy at fullback, Pete and Turbo at centre back. How's that sound? Oh shit. Alright, well done. Rest of the bench. Let's go out and warm up.
We got a legal body starting to feel fine.
There's a random bloke that's playing. He was in a Helos kit, so I've told him just get his boots on. He's got some in the car.
Oh yeah, is that it?
No, you didn't tell him that, did
You
you?
getting boots on? I'm gonna grab him. Yeah, he's playing.
No way.
Shut up.
That's hectic. When did he?
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, he bought it. I don't give shit to people all the time. People support me, Peter.
It's not that nice of him. Good on you.
Do you want to go up front? Hey? Do you want to go up front?
Let him be tight a bit first.
Yeah, and then
Fucking surprise attack, Petey poo.
you want to get it? I'm staying off, man.
Why? Are you coming off with me?
No, I hurt my ankle.
No way.
So I'm going to have to give you the
No way.
captain's band.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny.
You ready for this, Harris? You can go and get that, bro.
Yes, but oh,
Yeah, I like the knee drop there.
that's alright. Lovely, go Comfort.
That was
My
the
striker.
I'm proposing drop.
That's fucking proposing of football. Stop proposing of fucking football for that. There it is! You gotta be hungry for it, boys. Oh. I bet he won't put that in.
Into the last game of the day we go, and we're up against CSU Football Club, the host of this tournament. I can't thank them enough for their hospitality. Thank you guys so much. We'll definitely be back next year if you're willing to have us. However, don't blame you if you want some better footballers out there. Now, my father told me growing up, hey, you keep a team to 0, you just need to score 1. And occasionally my grandparents, my nonna and nonna would say that as well, but I didn't speak Italian, so I had no idea what they were saying, but apparently it's an old Italian proverb, so I'm just going to roll with it and see what happens. I've gone in goal today with the premise of, hey, let's keep a clean sheet and then just see what happens. At absolute worst, I'm keeping a clean sheet. That's what I'm doing today. I will hear no different. So I've hopped in goals, and let's see if I can keep true to that. Oh my God, that came out of nowhere. Seriously, don't sneak up on me like that. That right back just having a crack of a karate kick half volley from 40 yards out. I know it went 20 metres behind him, but I'll always commend someone having a crack at something like that. Now, they break into the midfield. There's just no midfielder there. And who's going to come to the rescue? Turbo. Is that a penalty? Maybe. Was I ready to face a penalty? Absolutely not. I don't know how to dive. But what I do know is I will die for the badge. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, Ollie's going to get the ball in midfield here. Goalkeeper Ollie, this is his run out every year. Somehow the ball pops up here and he's going to find Comfort. Comfort's going to have a crack early on. And unfortunately, it lands on the edge of the 18-yard box. As you can tell, we need a bit of shooting practice as well. Goalkeeper Ollie getting into his work here. He's getting a fair bit of dribbling on. He doesn't like the look of Jimmy Jam. I hate to cause tension in the team, but that seems to be true in this clip. So he does a back roll and loses the ball in midfield. Big tackle from both Ollie and the Bathurst player, but the game continues on. Out west, it's a bit rougher, isn't it? But I'm loving this type of football. I seriously am. Ball over the top. There's Pete to clean up the scraps. Well done to him. I'm going to get that ball out of there. It's a very simple game. Keep them to 0. You just need to score 1. Scoring 1 for us, however, is a huge problem. Their goalkeeper's going to get rid of it. And look at centre-back Pete. Wow! I've never seen someone attempt to kick off a goalkeeper's kick like that. Falls back to me. They'll claim a back pass. I told them, shut up, boys. I'll see you at the pub later. Nonetheless, we move on in the game. And this is Joe Kay, a boy raised in central New South Wales, the Bathurst region. He knows what to do and he's getting stuck in. But before we continue, this is Michael and we subbed him on because he rocked up to our game in a Helos kit. We love you, Michael. Thank you for your work.
Welcome back to Sunday League. I'm in goals today. We're at Charles Sturt University playing in a tournament. Michael rocked up in his Helos kit, so we're going to chuck him on.
Fuck
Michael,
yeah.
how do you feel to make your debut?
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Michael,
Came for a
how
solid
do you feel
game.
to play your debut today?
Unreal. Can't wait, bro.
Welcome to Sporting Club Helos. We'll
Thank
get him
you
on
very
in a
much, bro.
second.
Sweet.
Pete, do you want to start? Oh.
So here comes Michael for his debut at Blackstone Redbacks. He's a big fan of the content and he was there on the day. He said, he messaged me, he goes, bro, I'll have my boots in the car. If you need someone, just let me know. I've bought a Helos jersey off you before, so I can't thank him enough. And there's a big save from me, and this fella almost took my head off. But like I said earlier, this badge, it's mine, and I'll do anything for it. But yeah, back to the Michael comment. He said, I'll keep my boots in the car. And he was literally just there all day, hanging out, watching football. And look, he's just ready for the moment. He's so calm and composed. And what a footballer he is. I couldn't have asked for a better left back on the day. He plies his trade for Abercrombie FC as far as I'm aware, and he's quite the footballer out here. I believe he's the number one choice at left back in the Bathurst All-Star team. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bathurst fans. Now, CSU, they're going to break down to the left here. No, they're not. There's Michael. He's going to get the ball nipped off him and he kicks the fella's foot out. I love that. Well done to you, Michael. Well done. We continue on in the game. I just realised you actually cleaned that fella up. Now, they're going to break down the line here. What am I going to do? I'm not sure. I'm just going to stand in my goal and hope for the best. And the best will come. Great save. Great save if I say so myself. Let me know if I should switch the goalkeeper permanently. A bit of distribution there. Let me know what you think. Finding Bisenberry. Comfort's just going to head it straight back to a CSU player there. You know, Comfort, maybe you should take out the frustrations elsewhere. And here's Lobinho. He could get it from range. He's not. Now, this is a penalty shout from the fella, but he gets straight up after I told him to get up. Then he has a genuine penalty shout after Pete tries to hack him, and they hit the crossbar off the back of it. But Pete letting his frustrations get to the better of him there, but the fella didn't go down. I can't thank him enough for that because I was not ready to face a penalty. Now here comes Comfy. He's breaking away. He's got options. He's going to have a crack. He's going to fall to Toby, the fella who joined us in the sheds. No one really knew where he came from. He just walked in and said, I'm playing for you guys, apparently. I said, sure, why not? And there's Faz having a good old crack. That could have been the one goal we needed. That could have been all we needed. Now we're going to play out from the back. I will die by the sword. It's an ancient proverb. Live by the sword, die by the sword. And Michael, he's going to lose the ball here. That's my bad, Michael. I'll say that out loud. And what a tackle that is. Turbo. What a centre-back he is. And look at what a save, man. I think we've got a little combination going. I think, left side, strong side. I'm going to go Falcon goal, Turbo left centre-back, Michael left back, and then Ollie left side midfield. I think that's a really good combination that could really come to fruition this year. Michael, if you want to move down from Bathurst to Blaxland, move 2 hours east, let me know. You're more than welcome. See, look at that. Oh, unfortunately, got the ball taken off him there. These things happen. That's football. I'm not going to blame him. And we're very lucky to escape there. It's still 0-0, and I'll completely say out loud, that was my bad. I keep giving Michael hospital balls, but I just want to involve the debutants, you know what I mean? And there's Jimmy Jam, and I don't know how, but they actually call a foul on Lob, not Jimmy Jam. Lob playing for CSU at this point. So it's our ball. Up I'm going to go, and Turbo, our best header of the ball, he's going to take the free kick. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but up I go. I kind of blend in, as you can see there, because I've just turned my jersey inside out. And Turbo's going to take the free kick from halfway here. It's 0-0. We have absolutely no need to do this, but why not? Life's worth living, you know what I mean? Just go out there and have some fun. Ball into the box. It's going to fall nowhere near me, but they're going to break. But falls to Braden on debut. What a hit. Oh! That is one of the greatest hits of a football I've seen from a footballing debutant. That is arguably up there with Danny Rose against Arsenal. The only difference is Braden didn't have any prior experience. Now we're going to head into a penalty shootout against CSU to see if we can improve on last week.
We're not done.
What did you think? Oh, no. I'll take it first. All right, lads, bring it in. Bring it in. All right. Fellas, we meet again. The dreaded penalty shootout. We went 0-2 last week. We need to rescue some pride today.
I want a penalty, please.
I'm taking one. I want one.
I've never had one.
Good stuff, mate.
I was meant to.
Alright.
Hey, that's really brave.
I'll go first, I'll wear it. That's Falcon says.
I think we should get it out of the way. I'll go fifth.
I think Braden deserves one.
All right. Hold up. We're going to order of who said. So, Blythe, you go first. Pete, go second. All right, who else? You want to go?
I'll go. Comfort. I can take one, but
I'll have one.
I know it's going to go in.
You go fifth? All right, I don't know how to save these, mate. All right,
Give Dudes one.
Me?
Me.
You just go sixth.
We'll figure it out.
Go first.
Let's just keep scoring, boys, so
I'll go first.
like keeps going and we all get to say.
Do you want to go first? All right, Sneezy's going first, so you go in the third.
You got the sneeze. It's going in. That's just fucking hit it as hard as you can. 100%.
I'm toe punching. I don't know about that.
Oh, you reckon? Did I do all right there?
Yeah. Our first one too. I like it like, you know, drop the Dario always taught me that you can always go through your legs, so never let that happen. Because they'll disown you.
Really?
Up first is Sneesby. And I don't blame him for this, right? He misses, that happens. If you go first, you got to wear it. I told Bisenberry you should go first, but he didn't want to wear it. It takes a brave man to wear that first penalty because you know a lot depends on it. A lot of the mood, the momentum of the penalty shootout. Now their first shooter comes up and I already know which way he's going, but I don't know how to dive. I explored this with you throughout the CSU game. I do not know how to dive. Now here's Pete. Interesting penalty. At a very nice height for the goalkeeper and a very nice pace for the goalkeeper. But Pete wanted to take one, so I said, go for your life. Once again, guess the right way. I don't know how to dive. If there's any goalkeeper coaches that want to give me a session, feel free to reach out. And here's Bisenberry, should have taken the first one. See, just slots it calmly, beautifully. I need more men who know how to take a penalty to step up and say, Falk, I'll take the first one. Will you step aside for once? And this guy's going to panenka me after I told him not to panenka me. I don't know why I dived. I just thought he was going to the left. And I would later, have a word with him at the pub about that antics. Now, Joe Kay's going to go for his own panenka, and that's us out of the penalty shootout. That's 3 penalty shootout losses in a row. We've got a bit of work to do. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Love, peace, and prosperity.
Jesus fucking Christ. I haven't seen fucking sunlight in days. Duggans, you win.